Hey guys, Sean here,
Evan?
and we're here to tackle Alien!
Ooh!
So yeah, I did say in our On Stranger Times that was giving me one of our upcoming reviews, so we're going to try and balance this franchise, Terminator franchise, and then probably Indiana Jones at some point.
Yeah, we were still
So
awake.
basically just keep ourselves busy, really.
We were still awake, so we decided to give it a try.
Yeah. I figured knock this one out, pretty much. Is currently version of answers. Yeah, we'll figure that part out later. So, before we start, in light of the recent tragedy, this video will be dedicated in memory to John Hurt, who was, Kane in this movie. He was Mr. Ollivander in Harry Potter films. He was Dr. Harold Oxley in Crystal Skull, even though fans for some reason hate that movie. I don't know why. And he was Hellboy's adopted father in Hellboy. I forget his name. I forget the character's name, to be honest.
My first exposure to John Hurt was actually animated movies. My first 3 exposures, because he did voiceover work in Watership Down, Play Dogs, and Disney's The Black Cauldron. All of them, the first movies featuring John Hurt in any way that I've seen. So he pretty much gave me my childhood.
Nice.
Yes.
So
he does the villain in Black Cauldron, and it is creepy performance.
I'll take your word for it. So Alien is a 1979.
Probably his creepiest, and it's just a voice.
Okay, then can I continue? Alien is a 1979 British-American science fiction horror film directed by Ridley Scott, starring Tom Skerritt.
Skerritt.
Thank you. See, this is why I like having you here.
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver, Veronica Cartwright, Harry Dean Stanton, John Hurt, Ian Holm, and Yaphet Kotto.
Yaphet Kotto? I don't know.
Sure.
Who played one of the Bond villain in Live and Let Die. First Bond film to feature the Roger Moore actor.
Film's title refers to a highly aggressive extraterrestrial creature that stalks and kills the crew of a spaceship. Dan O'Bannon wrote the screenplay from a story he wrote with Ronald
Shusett.
Thank you. Drawing influence from previous works of science fiction and horror, the film was produced by Gordon Carroll, David Giler, Walter Hill, through their Brandywine's production. Brandywine. Brandywine, Ian Holm. Lord of the Rings reference. I couldn't go without that joke.
We must go to the Brandywine Bridge. We must go to the end of the Prancing Pony.
We couldn't go without that joke. It was distributed by 20th Century Fox. Giler and Hill made revisions and additions to the script. Schwitt was the executive producer, and etc., etc., etc. So this movie was released May 25th in 1979 in the States. The runtime was an hour and 57 minutes, I think. That's what it says. The budget was roughly $10 million and made back roughly $203.6 million.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Alright, so, good sir, you start.
Great movie.
Yes, very good.
Great movie. One of the first one of the first completely science fiction movies I've seen. I watched it with my dad when I was 5. In fact, my whole family liked this movie. My dad loved this movie. My grandfather loved this movie.
Okay, we get it. Your family liked the movie.
Yes. And this movie messed me up as a kid. I mean, something about
Really?
this...
I thought you were already messed up.
Well, there was a lot of movies that messed me up as a kid, especially this one with that whole scene with that the robot guy. That was just creepy to look at.
Yeah.
That was just icky. I mean, like, what was that? I don't even know what that was. Milk? Semen? What? I don't know what it was.
Yeah, apparently Bilbo bleeds milk. Who knew hobbits bleed milk?
Well, he's a hobbit. He likes milk. He probably drank so much it started coming out of him. He became what he ate.
Apparently.
I could not believe that was actually the actor who freaking played Bilbo. I was like,
yeah, that is.
That's freaking Bilbo.
Yeah, Ian Holm. I didn't think that the first time I saw this movie. It's like the second time I've seen this movie.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, second time I've seen this movie. I originally watched it before, but then I decided why not just review the entire series with this nutcase. I figured he's already a huge fan of the series and might have some insight on these movies and stuff.
Heck, I played the video games when I was a kid.
Cool. So yeah, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's
Gosh, in this hand, I would freaking.
it has kind of a.
Stanton from the
I'll
movie.
say it's kind of a slow pace, but it starts to pick up in the middle. I'll say that, which I think is kind of the point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the point.
Well, these kind of movies, because you can technically say this is, in a way is like a slasher.
Sure.
So those movies always start off slow.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, we basically just watched the director's cut, to be honest. And I liked it. I thought it was a fun movie.
Yeah, it is good. I just can't believe you didn't watch it for the first time until just recently.
My family wasn't Alien fans like yours was, so shut it.
Really? Your mother seemed the type to like those kind of things. Especially when she
Dude,
was...
my mother was a Stephen King and Nicolas Cage fan. I don't think she had any time in her obsession for Alien.
Well, I'm just saying, back when she was alive and I would hang out at your house, she did have a lot of like these 80s science fiction and fantasy movies from the 70s and 80s and early 90s. So I'm just saying, it seemed like something she would have liked.
Dude, if my mother had seen them, she never told me.
I mean, your mother had movies that I don't think anyone liked, like Millennium.
I don't know, man. My mother was a very strange person at times.
Your family is strange.
Thank you.
And I mean that in a good way.
So do I. But yeah, let's go bullet points like we always do. Acting, music,
Start with acting. Well, they always start with acting. Great acting.
Yeah, all around.
All around.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Sigourney Weaver, you got freaking Bilbo Baggins, you got Ian Holm, you got John Hurt, which is a great actor, easily one of the greatest British actors.
Yeah.
Right up there with actors like Michael Caine and stuff like that.
Yeah. And John Hurt's death scene is kind of heart-wrenching to watch after what's gone on nowadays. You know, the fact that he's passed away, it's kind of heart-wrenching watching him die in this movie.
Yeah, he's got a freaking alien that just comes out of him.
Yeah, like, because, I mean, even though I've not seen these movies, I know from their history, like, they're huge popular movies. I know 3 and Resurrection are by far the worst, people said. So I know the history. I know the mythology about how these face huggers are what they're called for some reason.
More like face rapers.
You knew what I meant, though, smartass. How once they get onto you, they don't want to come off. And you try to...
rapists usually don't.
Will you let me finish?
No.
But how every time you try to take one off, it kind of does that to you. So you kind of have to be gentle with those, I guess. And apparently they are able to somehow impregnate you.
Well, they probably squirt something into your mouth.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Oh, that's just yuck.
Yeah. But yeah, all around, casting is really good. It's really good all around.
Like I said, Sigourney Weaver, Ian Holm, John
Hurt,
Harry Dean Stanton.
Who dat?
He was the guy who was wearing the hat the whole movie.
The one that kept saying, right?
Yeah. He was the guy who was searching for the cat and was the one who got killed, like one of the first people to get killed. He was
I think, dude, he's basically the Slipknot of this movie. They're dead, gone, forgotten. No, seriously, Slipknot and Suicide Squad, pretty much that. The second he died, I literally forgot who he was.
You know, I always thought that was kind of like why they got Lance Henriksen to be in the second movie, because maybe Harry Dean Stanton was like a fan favorite.
Speaking
and
of,
wanted to get another Southern guy.
Lawrence Henriksen, is his name?
Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, he played the cop in Terminator. So isn't that a coincidence? Paxton, Bean, Hendrickson, Cameron. What a reunion!
I think someone's at the door. I'm not exactly sure. I'll be right back. Just heard a noise.
Stop hearing noises.
I don't know.
But yeah, what a reunion! And we'll get to that film soon enough, though. But yeah, So we've talked about the acting. Let's talk about the effects.
Yeah, great effects.
I think I'm hearing my cat or something.
Maybe.
But yeah, the effects for the most part still hold up. There's like only a few things that are dated, such as the robot's head. Like when it's actually Ian Holm talking, that's fine. But when they just have the head as a regular head, it does not work.
Well, the part when it gets hit, that looks fake. But then when it gets close up and you see the coming out and the white.
Yeah, but then when Ian Holm stops talking, it looks like a plastic head, literally.
Yeah.
So that stuff doesn't really hold up that much. But for the
and the explosion, like when she was like trying to explode that one thing in space, that looked kind of dated.
Yeah, but for the most part, the effects still hold up. And this is like a almost 40-year movie, probably.
1979.
So at least a 30, 40-year-old movie about. Yeah, the effects for the most part still hold up.
It's called practical effects. Most movies don't do it too much anymore.
No, they don't.
I was like, really, you're going to really spend that much more money just putting something into a computer than spending, I don't know, half the amount to actually make it? I mean, literally, it takes more money to just animate the thing on the computer than it does to actually, I don't know, make something. So really, that lazy, you're going to spend all this extra money doing it in the computer than spend a couple extra hours doing the work cheaper?
Yeah, and how much I want to bet I'm going to get comments just about people saying they agree with you. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I'm just saying that because
okay, so anyway,
I was born in the early 90s.
Effects, though, for the most part, they still hold up.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying that because in the early 90s, most of the movies I watched
were practical effects because CGI wasn't.
70s, 80s,
well,
90s.
They didn't have CGI back then. Yeah. So they had to do practical effects.
The first movie that was really CGI was Toy Story, and that was like, what, 93, 94?
95.
95.
Yeah, and I'm still pissed they're getting a fourth one. I'm also pissed, spoilers based on what I've read online, Franco in Covenant dies in a stasis pod and malfunction.
Oh, now that you mentioned Toy Story,
what a waste of
now that you mentioned Toy Story 4, I just got to know, do they actually get a voice actor to replace
I don't know yet.
Cut him out.
They might write him out. I have no idea.
He's a fan favorite.
I don't know, dude. Unless they can find someone, they're going to write him out, probably. I don't know what they're going to do. To be completely honest, I don't know. With all due respect, I'd rather they write him out. But if they can find somebody, then
John Ratzenberger? Awesome. I know he already does Ham, but he is a good voice actor. Probably,
put it like,
he's like the one who's.
If they can find somebody to replace him, I'll be fine. I'll be fine with it. But with all respect, I'd rather they just write him out.
Yeah. But if anything,
Alien.
I could see John Ratzenberger doing it because he did kind of have a similar style of voice acting.
Yeah, but he's already Ham. Both focused on Alien.
It's not the first. Well, it definitely wouldn't be the first time a guy did multiple voice roles in the same movie. But
Alien, dude.
Oh, shut up.
But yeah, effects for the most part, they hold up very well. So let's talk music.
Pretty good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Jerry Goldsmith.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the thing we both thought of?
Oh yeah, how it almost sounded like they're going to do the.
Yeah, there was a scene where the music goes, da da da, and then I was like, you're like, holy shit, Imperial March, and then the music kept going. I was like, dang it, because seriously, there's a scene where I think Sigourney's walking into the mother room, whatever it's called, or whatever they fucking call it, and
headquarters.
Sure, we'll call it that, to where that music is going da da. Or maybe it's Dallas walking through or whatever. But they do that music, it's like, are they playing the Imperial March? Because seriously, we were both thinking that. It was funny.
Yes. They should do the Imperial March. They should know that Ripley should be feared. Although she should be feared. I mean, she goes kick-ass all over these movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's one girl I wouldn't mind dating.
You're weird, man. Did you see that, that spoof trailer that she did on Steve Colbert's show?
No, but
oh, dude, you should see it.
But I did like the way they parody this movie in Spaceballs.
I have not seen that. If I have, I don't remember it. Put it that way.
Oh yeah, there was a scene like right at the end where some of the two of the main characters, one of them played by Bill Pullman, Well, they were in this bar and Bill Pullman ordered something called the space soup, and this friend ordered something called the space special, and there was these guys talking. I think one of them was actually John Hurt, and like two other ones were just random actors who looked like them. But yeah, they were pretty much talking together, and it spoofed that one scene when this one guy looked like John Hurt would start spasming and coughing, and he fell on the floor. Was like, "Oh no!" And he said, "I feel something weird," and then the thing pops and it's like, "Oh no, not again!" And then the thing started singing the "Hello My Baby, Hello My Darling" song, the little alien thing, and dancing with a top hat and cane.
Oh my god!
And then this guy said, "What did that guy order? The space special?" "That's what I ordered." No, I don't want that anymore. Too late. But then, yeah, just to say, "Oh no, not again," and the little face hugger is
okay, I get it. I get it. But yeah, for the most part, though, the music is very well done.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't really heard that many scores by Jerry Goldsmith, but I would say this one's very good. Do you have anything to say, sir?
About the soundtrack? Yeah.
About anything of this movie, pretty much.
I am. I would say the soundtrack is good. I'm a big fan of Jerry Goldsmith. This, Aliens, Poltergeist, The Omen. And this guy been doing soundtracks since like the 40s. I mean, I think this guy's actually been doing soundtracks longer than any of those other classic composers like Hans Zimmer, John
Williams.
Yeah, John Williams, James Horner. I mean, this guy's literally been doing it longer than them. He died in 2004, age 75. But yeah, this guy's been doing them a lot longer.
Keep talking.
Yeah, the first thing listed, 1954, is a TV series, and the first movie listed he did was something from 1957.
Keep talking, fool.
Oh, shut up. Oh, yeah, this soundtrack was great. It worked. I mean, it was fitting.
Yeah.
I mean, it was slow when it needed to be. It was, like, fast and sweeping when it needed to be. It's just, it worked. It was a fitting score.
Mm-hmm.
I was never bored with it. I was never disappointed. It's a good score. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, acting was good, effects was good, soundtrack was good, the conceptual art was brilliant. This guy, H.R. Geiger, did concept art for Poltergeist 2, and you could tell, I mean, great concept artist. But then I was always a fan of his. I mean, when I was a kid, I had seen a lot of his work in science fiction and fantasy magazines, and I once had, a while back, one of his calendars. But yeah, this guy does some incredible art. I also kind of found it weird how one of the Emerson, Lake and Palmer albums had his artwork on it. It's like, I didn't even know it. When I was a kid,
now you know.
My father had the Brain Salad Surgery album. It had this weird album cover. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. It was actually just recently I found this out. I was like, I had went to this bookstore and picked up a whole bunch of these old Realms of Fantasy magazines from the early 90s, and there was this picture of it. I was like, wait, H.R. Geiger. Oh, I like that guy. Looking through these pictures, some of the ones I'd never even seen before, and it's like, wait, that was on the frickin' Emerson, Lake and Palmer album. That is that old of a frickin' picture? But yeah, I mean, he's a great artist. I mean, this guy did the concept art for Poltergeist 2, did the concept art for the Alien films. I think he also did the concept art for the Species movies. So yeah, I mean, a lot of weird alien pictures and stuff, and
a lot of weird alien stuffs.
Had a lot of stuff inspired by Lovecraft and vampire stuff. So I mean, really dark imagery. I love it for being dark, and I mean, I also kind of like the way that he gave even flesh and bone creatures kind of like a weird metallic, almost inhuman machine look to it. I mean, the aliens in this, I mean, the way their veins are, they look like metal tubes, and even looks like the aliens are made of metal. I mean, it's just a really strange art, and it's like, I don't even think I've ever seen any kind of artist even do anything remotely similar to what this H.R. Geiger did with his work.
Yeah.
He's one of a kind and great artist.
And
So-
I read that they had approached him to do work for Alien 3, but the only thing that made it in was the Bambi Burster.
Bambi Burster?
That thing that comes out of the dog.
Bambi Burster, okay.
It's because it's tiny and I guess moves like a deer or something. I don't know. I don't know why they fucking called it that. That's just what I heard it was called. But yeah, that was the only thing that of Geiger's that made it into the third movie. Because he was basically pissed that was the only thing that made it in.
Wow, Bambi Burster.
But yeah, we'll review the third movie eventually. And it'll be the assembly cut. Which I've heard is actually the good version.
I've only seen the theatrical, not just because I have it on VHS.
Well, lucky you. Peanut rolls on your fucking nose. Give me my arm back, food.
I will not. I will cut it off and slap you in the face with it.
Funny. But what do you think of this movie, seriously?
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
So we're not running this video super long.
Oh no, it's a great movie. Still easily one of the best science fiction movies you could watch.
So you're saying this is better than Terminator, good sir?
I'd say it's the same
In
in its way.
Yeah, I would say the same. About, I would probably say it's better. No. I'd still put Terminator over this, to be honest.
Yeah, but Terminator is also longer. I mean, this movie's
Well,
one of
just I've just recently got into this franchise. I've always been a Terminator fan.
yeah,
I would say I'd put Terminator over this,
yeah,
but only by a little though.
yeah, but I just meant that because Terminator is 20 minutes longer, you can afford to have more action and more story development.
Still, I'm just saying. But that's fine with me. But yeah, anything else you want to say?
And pretty much covered it. All I have left to do is the rating number.
Yes, you go first.
I give it an 8.
I'd say 7. So that's our review. We will, since it's like 5 in the morning, we'll probably do Aliens. I honestly don't want to just call it Alien 2 or something.
8 because this time around there was actually multiple aliens.
Probably. I don't know. I just always wonder why it's called Aliens.
I was assuming because that one actually had multiple aliens. I mean, this one only had the one.
That probably.
Which kind of made me wonder how the heck there's so many more in the sequel. Well, we
We'll find
learned
out.
that Ripley gets pregnant, but we even see any scene in this movie that implies any kind of impregnation.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. We'll find out.
Unless for some reason, somehow, some alien sperm just happens to find its way into her cooch.
Really? Really? You had to say that.
Yes, I had.
You
Well, it's
are one
alien sperm. It's
fucking
not
weirdo.
human sperm.
You're a weirdo.
It's got special powers.
My cat is investigating your bag. She's like, what is this weirdness? What is this thing I'm not used to seeing?
I think she likes it. Now she's snuggling it.
Probably, I don't know. But yeah, that's our review of Alien. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to do Aliens and probably Alien 3, see if we can get to release both those two. And then next week we'll do Terminator, or not Terminator, but we'll do Pirates of the Caribbean next week when it comes on theaters. And then we'll follow Pursuit from there.
You know, we got Alien Resurrection and then the other 2 Terminators and then whatever the heck we want to do afterward.
Pretty much.
I would say either Indiana Jones or Poltergeist.
Indiana Jones, I'm going with.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm just... Put it this way, if we review Poltergeist, I would be too tempted to put the remake in there.
Who cares?
I'm just saying.
Hey, it gives us an opportunity to do another movie where we actually shit on it. That was the last movie was pretty much the first time we actually shat all over a movie. We almost did it completely with Doom, but not quite. But I mean, not everything has to be a good review. Sometimes it's fun to do a rant.
Yes, not everything has to be sunshine and rainbows.
Not everything has to be all leprechaun tails and unicorn farts.
Wow. Now, before you plague the minds of young viewers, we're going to end this video. So yeah, look forward to our Alien...
It's your series. You really think many kids are going to be watching?
You never know who could be watching.
Yes, yeah. Sean's video channel really says kid-friendly.
Yes. Come to me, little kids.
Yes, come to our house of candy and rainbows.
Wow.
Of mountain mist and morning sunshine. I'm sorry, I'm just gaying it up now. I'm sorry.
Weird. But yeah, before we go any weirder, or before the point I just slap him inside the head, thank you. We're going to end it here. But yeah, look forward to our Aliens review probably tomorrow. Our Dead Man Channel Tales review next week. And then more reviews will follow, obviously. See you guys next time.